to the Big Easy, today in New Orleans, Louisiana, Caesars Superdome, home of the RNL Carriers New Orleans Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the New Mexico State Aggies, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Aggies is on the field for the first time today. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share. Leaves it with the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got the back over the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Throws to the back. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. So the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles offense will take the field for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Maddox. Release to the back. Got it in the middle, it's Whalen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Golden Eagles send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He's got it. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Back to pass. They get to him as he throws. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to avoid doing it again. He'll off one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 20. New Mexico State lines up quickly. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Running back searching for a hole. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Aggies have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Power ahead. moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The give to the back. Shoots his way for more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the big fella. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Catch in the middle. It's Hammond. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Line getting set on 2nd down. They go to the ground, finding open areas. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. The Golden Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Just got a 1st down on the ground, now to throw. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Golden Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Maddox. Unloads it left. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that's going to tie it up.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. They'll try to pop the draw.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Got a man, it's Pettis. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Off the play fake. Fires one high and deep. Hits him in stride at the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
This New Mexico State offense is pushing all the right buttons. A first down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Floats it out in space. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Looking for room. It's Whalen. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw. It's Maddox. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion. Not the way they had it drawn up. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got a man in the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. That's it for the period. Break coming, and New Mexico State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. Gonna look downfield again. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll run play action. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Golden Eagles will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Hand off from the shotgun. Open space at the 25. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his back in the middle. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. he's going to have to throw for it. Finds space on the right. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Tipton. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll go with a direct snap. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll have to get it to the 37 on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
New Mexico State will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to throw, it's Maddox. Keeps looking downfield. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. He'll keep it on the sneak. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he caps things off with a scintillating 68-yard scoring run. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Off-play action on first down. A strike downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Dropping back, it's Maddox. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Out of the gun, the give to the back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets rid of it. Got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Golden Eagles decide to punt it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah,
He lobs one high down the left side. Caught at the 25. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he dropped it. Incomplete pass in what would have been a huge gain. No defender anywhere around, and he just flat dropped it. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That brings them to within 1.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. The give to the left. Running to Green. Turning it on! And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. And the Golden Eagles racing to the line in the hurry-up. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Maddox. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
The Golden Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The last 2 plays have not gone as scripted. It's 3rd and 19. Now they'll run the draw. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They punt it away on 4th down. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pick off! What a
is anticipation. You can see it. They see the route, they break on it, they go make big hits and big plays. This time, he gets the big INT.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Scanning the field, it's Maddox. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Punts it out of the air. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the Golden Eagles will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Southern Miss. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, thanks. Talk about an entertaining first half, and always such a fun and vibrant environment there at the New Orleans Bowl. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the New Orleans Bowl.
New Mexico State will kick it away to open this 3rd quarter. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's complete on the right side. Can't get him to the ground. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Maddox. Makes the grab. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got a chance. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Snagged in the middle. It's Gomez. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Under fire. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off play action. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
That's defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
To the air on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. New Mexico State lines up quickly.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time.
Throws toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. Might be the worst case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. Looking downfield on 1st down. They'll go with the quick touch pass. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the 1st down. looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And that one's way too far for everybody. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, New Mexico State. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Well, that was easy.
Pass rush? Question mark? I mean, you got to affect the quarterback. These quarterbacks are way too good nowadays. You can't blame the secondary. Who am I going to go point to back there? Defensive line has to do a better job making that quarterback feel uncomfortable. You can't have that long to throw the football.
Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Looking to throw. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Makes the grab. It's Williams. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Back to pass, it's Maddox. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Golden Eagles will send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Catches it at the 30. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. The give on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
So that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Finds the tight end. Nowhere to go, and not much to show for that one. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. And this one splits the uprights. That slices the lead to 2.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 2nd down coming up. Back to throw, it's Maddox. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Makes the grab. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Breaks into the open. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Golden Eagles are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The play action fake. Caught over the middle. It's Hammond. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Golden Eagles will snap it on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll give it to him again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Southern Mississippi has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He gets it in! Touchdown, Southern Mississippi! Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
27, New Mexico State, 18.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. From the gun, the running back has it. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rudolph. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away.
27, New Mexico State.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. To the air, it's Maddox. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Just keeps slinging it. Moving away from pressure. Did the work himself. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. The Golden Eagles will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking down the middle. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Pulls it in. It's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Got his man on the right. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. They'll run it from the gun. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Golden Eagles in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Hammond. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance for... He's going for the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Southern Miss.
Mano a mano, the offensive line gets it done. Driving the defense back, creating an easy lane for that running back.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive.
34, New Mexico State, 25.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. All the way down to the 24-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to get it out of your own territory. It's a draw. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Aggies are on the move. He'll do it himself. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this second and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, New Mexico State.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They march 79 yards on the drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Looking downfield, it's Maddox. Right on the money. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. On the option. Now the pitch. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Golden Eagles will punt it away on fourth down. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Give to the running back. Shakes off the defender. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to fire. He's got the back in the middle. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Rudolph. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Pettis. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly complete. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. Handoff from the gun. It'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The defense calls a timeout, trying to get itself organized. Here's the give off the left side. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Leaves it with the back. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Good right down the boulevard. You understand the celebration after taking the lead, guys, but this thing is not over yet.
That's a big-time kick. Had to have it. Nice job taking the lead. Nice execution. Now, defensively, you know exactly what you're getting in for. One more stop, and this one's over.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Back to pass, it's Maddox. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. Had a chance to pull one out of the fire, and the defense slammed the brakes on it, and that's going to do it. It came down to the final quarter. Much plays. Guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.